Hi, welcome back to my views and news. Three news stories. First one is about Ethiopian PM Abiy who mocked elderly politicians today. Who are these elderly politicians who are getting under the skin of the Ethiopian PM Abiy? What did he say? Which politicians? Are these politicians from Tigray, Oromia, or Amhara? Secondly, GERD. Ethiopia is about to complete the fourth filling of Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam. GERD workers have shared a video showing that fourth filling is about to be completed. And thirdly, viewers, a shipment of weapons has been captured on Oromia Amhara border. Amhara Oromia border. It is being claimed the shipment of weapons was on its way towards Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. Firstly, viewers, Ethiopian PM Abiy at a public gathering today mocked elderly politicians. What did he say? Which politicians was he talking about? And after PM Abiy's speech, an analyst who is very close to PM Abiy shared four names. Firstly, take a listen to what PM Abiy said about elderly politicians. Then I'll try to translate and analyze what PM Abiy meant.
ወጣቶች በጎ ከማይሰሩ ሰዎች ለመማር አታስቡ። ፍሬ ሊያፈራ ያልተፈቀደለት ያልተፈጠረ ዛፍ ምንም ግንዱ ቢረዝም ምንም ቅጠሉ ቢሰፋ ምንም ስሩ የሰደደ ቢሆን እንዲሁ ረጅም ዛፍ እናያለን እንጂ ፍሬ አናይም። ለዚህ ነው አንዳንድ ሰዎች በማምሻ እድሜያቸው ልንሸኛቸው እየተዘጋጀን አሁንም ጦርነት፣ አሁንም ችግር፣ አሁንም መከራ በመሞቻ ጊዜያቸው በማመስገኛ ጊዜያቸው መከራ የሚነዙት የተፈጠሩት ፍሬ ለማፍራት ሳይሆን እንዲሁ ለመኖር ስለሆነ ነው። እናንተ ግን መልካም ዘር የምትዘሩ ወዳችሁና ፈቅዳችሁ ለኢትዮጵያ በነፃ የሰጣችሁ ወጣቶች አንድ ነገር ላረጋግጥላችሁ እወዳለሁ። አንደኛ አንሸነፍም። ሁለተኛ የጸናች የቆመች የበለጸገች ኢትዮጵያን እናስረክባችኋለን። ሶስተኛ መልካምነት፣ በጎነት፣ መስጠት፣ መትጋት ፈቅደን ወደን የተቀበልነው ስለሆነ ሰዎች ሲነካኩን አንቀይረውም። ዛሬም ለሚጠሉን ፍቅር፣ ለማይሰሩ ሞራልና ብርታት፣ ለታመሙ ደግሞ እረፍትና ፈውስ፣ ለኢትዮጵያ ብልጽግና፣ ለኢትዮጵያ ሰላም፣ ለኢትዮጵያ አንድነት እንመኛለን። ኢትዮጵያን ከማበልጸግ የጀመርነውን ከመጨረስ በድል ለልጆቻችን ከማሸጋገር ሊያቆመን የሚችል ምድራዊ ኃይል የለም።
Now, what he said is that there are elderly politicians who are fueling conflicts. In their retirement age, they are preaching wars. They are warmongers. He did not name anyone. A question is, which elderly politicians are creating problems for Ethiopian PM Abiy? Let's have a look at the politicians from Tigray, Amhara, and Oromia region, because these are three main regions. In Oromia, elderly politicians are Oromo Federalist Congress Chairman Professor Mira Gudina. Is he creating problems for PM Abiy? Is he preaching wars? No. OFC's leader is very restrained in his talk. Though OFC keeps on condemning civilian casualties in Oromia, but OFC does not preach war. Murira Gudina does not preach war. What about OLF leader Dawood Ibsa under house arrest? Though he is political, he is leading political wing of Ola, you can say, but still we cannot say that he is creating problems for Ethiopian PM Abiy. Dawood Ibsa is not a direct threat to Ethiopian PM Abiy. Yes, Ola is operating for years. Ola is led by Komsa Dereba, not an elderly politician, obviously. Though Dawood Ibsa has links with Ola, so in a way, Ola is creating problems for Ethiopian PM Abiy. But I don't think PM Abiy was pointing his finger towards politicians of Oromia. Any politicians from Tigray creating problems for Ethiopian PM Abiy? No, not now. Because Tigray interim government was chosen by Ethiopian PM Abiy. Debretsion wanted to be the interim president. PM Abiy rejected that request by TPLF. He wanted a relatively young leader. So that is why Getachew was nominated by TPLF. PM Abiy appointed Getachew. Any elderly politician from Tigray challenging PM Abiy? No. Then which politicians are warmongers? They are preaching wars. Obviously, pro-Amhara politicians. Which pro-Amhara politicians? 4 names shared by an analyst who is very close to PM Abiy. He is Siam Tishome. He is one of those analysts who are seen as PM Abiy's right-hand man in media. Siam Tishome, after PM Abiy's speech, published a video showing pictures of 4 politicians who, according to him, are warmongers. Who are these politicians? Some are ex-politicians. They are not active now, by the way. Firstly, Skandar Naga. Skandar Naga is a former politician. He was head of Balderas party. Now he is leading Fano's armed struggle. And he is not very old, by the way. Skandar is not 80 or 90. Secondly, Andargacho Sege, ESAT Chief Operating Officer, Naga's comrade, who suffered under the rule of EPRDF, but he came back to Ethiopia when PM Abiy came to power, and he has been a staunch supporter of Ethiopian PM Abiy, the PM Abiy slogan of change. But now he is disillusioned with Prosperity Party after the start of a conflict in the Amhara region. Andargacho Sege, he was in Ethiopia, but somehow he managed to escape. Thirdly, Niemen Zaleke, another former politician, not based in Ethiopia, based abroad. Again, pro-PM Abiy when PM Abiy came to power. But things changed after the war center shifted from Tigray to Amhara. Now he is anti-PM Abiy, he is anti-Prosperity Party. So, Andargacho Sege, Skandar Naga, secondly. Thirdly, there is Niemen Zaleke, and fourthly, the captain, David Wole Georges. Again, a Derg era official, now working as Fano's foreign relations in charge. These are 4 men in the retirement age, according to Siam Tishome, who are fueling conflicts in Ethiopia. All 4 are pro-Fano, pro-Amhara. Some are officially part of Fano, others are indirectly supporting Fano, and they are criticizing Ethiopian government. They want the removal of Ethiopian government, Ethiopian PM Abiy. They want 4 kilo to be under the control of Fano fighters. Neeman Zalake responded. David Georges responded as well, criticizing Siam Deshome and PM Abiy. But it means that now PM Abiy is focused on the Amhara region. Main threat to the government, according to the Prime Minister, is not coming from Oromia, not from Tigray, though war ongoing, not war, instability in Oromia ongoing for decades, but it isn't a major threat, according to Ethiopian PM Abiy. No one is a warmonger in Oromia, though he did not mention names of regions or people, but it's clear that he believes that main threat to Ethiopia is from those politicians who are hardliners, who are pro-Amhara, who are fueling conflict in the Amhara region. It means that he will try to crush these politicians, these groups, which are, according to him, working to destabilize Ethiopia. So, no signs of dialogue or talk. He did not offer dialogue. He just mocked them. It means that he wants to crush them. He has no soft corner for them. By the way, these politicians were clad in military uniforms in 2021. Standing alongside Ethiopian National Defense Force with PM Abiy, backing military operation, backing extermination of TPLF. But then, when the center of war shifted to Amhara from Tigray, all these people turned anti-government, and now government has turned anti-hardliner Amhara politicians. So, we're going to see a protracted conflict in the Amhara region. Government believes that those based in diaspora are fueling the conflict. Out of 4, 3 are based abroad. Only Skandar is in Ethiopia. David abroad, Neeman Zalake abroad, and Nagaito Sege abroad too. Secondly, viewers, GERD, Ethiopia has completed about to complete fourth filling of Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam. Despite international pressure, despite pressure from neighboring countries, from Egypt, from Sudan, Ethiopia has managed to successfully complete the fourth filling of the dam. A GERD worker has published a video from the dam site, and he can be heard saying that in coming hours, fourth filling will be complete. He said only 25 mm are left. So Ethiopia has completed the filling, fourth filling, while second round of talks is about to start in coming days in Addis Ababa between Ethiopia and Egypt, Sudan too. First round was held in Cairo a few days ago. Then second round was announced back then that it would be held in Addis Ababa. So talks going to start in coming days, but before that, Ethiopia has completed the fourth filling of the dam. If you remember, in a video last year, I said that GERD shows the real potential and capabilities of Ethiopian people. That is what Ethiopians can achieve if they work. They have the capability, they have this ability to resist international pressure too, if they're on the right track. Building of GERD, construction, filling was not easy. Starting from day one, EPRDF, TPLF, Prosperity Party, all played their part. Credit to all of them. That is what they can do. Problem is that they are involved in ethnic conflicts. border conflicts, religious conflicts, wasting their potential. Thirdly, viewers, an arms shipment has been captured on Amhara Oromia border. According to security forces, this arms shipment was on its way from Amhara towards Addis Ababa, but it was intercepted before its entry into Addis Ababa. It was intercepted in Shagarkala around Addis Ababa, where a vehicle was searched by security forces, and the vehicle had dozens of pistols and other weapons. You can see some pictures on your screen. Addis Ababa, unlike other Ethiopian towns, villages, is not heavily armed. That is what I have learned talking to people. It's an urban area. It's difficult to be armed here. Security forces patrol the streets. It's difficult to get weapons, ammunition. Why is that? These arms shipments are being sent to Addis Ababa. Well, Ethiopian intelligence agencies, federal government, they have been claiming for months that groups from the Amhara region, Fano factions, they want to destabilize Addis Ababa. They want to capture Addis Ababa. They want to capture palace. So they are, these elements, armed elements, are trying to infiltrate Addis Ababa. And you know that a few months ago, several Amhara activists, journalists, scholars, journalists were arrested. They were accused of plotting overthrow of the federal and regional governments. So it has been a consistent position of Ethiopian security, top security officials, that from Amhara, an attempt is being made by hardliners to infiltrate Addis Ababa, to arm people in Addis Ababa so that these people could rise against the federal government, against security forces, against PM Abiy. This development indicates that some groups want to arm the residents of Addis Ababa. That is why such big shipments of weapons are being sent. Just one shipment captured. It means maybe others have managed to make it to Addis Ababa. And Fano fighters don't keep it as a secret that their destination is Addis Ababa. They clearly say that they want to capture Addis Ababa, or you can say they want change in Addis Ababa. Perhaps this movement, this flow of weapons from Amhara to Addis Ababa is linked to Fano's ambitions to capture Addis Ababa one day. Thanks for watching.